The top story that we are tracking today is Delhi's air pollution levels. Delhi's air quality continued its decline on Sunday, worsening to very poor from the earlier poor category. The city recorded a concerning air quality index of 339 on Sunday, with several monitoring stations showing AQI levels approaching the very harmful zone. According to the Central Pollution Control Board, the city's AQI on Saturday stood at 268. This comes amid rising pollution levels as the city gears up for the Diwali festival, a time when firecrackers and increased emissions often exacerbate the air quality issues. All right, viewers, I want to take you across to what the current AQI levels actually are in New Delhi. On your screens is this air quality index monitoring website where we can see Delhi over here, and in Delhi the average stands at 225. However, when we zoom into various areas, we see a 336 air quality index in Mustafabad. We see very harmful 225 in Ramesh Park. Over here we also see a 235 at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium and a 293 at Noida Sector 1. Remember, viewers, that these numbers, what they actually mean is 0 to 50 is good, 51 to 100 is satisfactory, 200 to 300 is in poor, and 300 to 400 in very poor. So we can see that some of them are in very poor category since they are in the 300 to 400 mark. Over here you can see a 336, and 200 to 300 is the poor mark. So most of Delhi NCR region actually is in the poor zone, and you can see that soon enough they will cross the 300 mark as well, because they are nearing 293. So if we look at this area, Rohini sector 15, it's at 310. It's at very poor air quality index. So on your screens currently we can see a 262 in Sahadra as well. We can see a 241 in Shastri Nagar. This is all. Let's move across to central Delhi, which is considered, you know, the lungs of Delhi. They too have 249 at Mori Gate, 247 at Mori Gate, 262 at Kashmiri Gate ISBT, and let's see what CGO complex you have 228, and over here in Noida we have 267, 234 in sector 29, and let's go across to now 307 Ghaziabad Sanjay Nagar. So this area is clearly seeing worsening air quality index, and there are many others in harmful category as well, because why these are in red is because in the last 24 hours they are seeing an increase in emissions, and this air quality index is actually deteriorating. So that's why they are in red color on your screen, viewers, and the purple ones have been seeing this deteriorating air quality index since the past few days. So these red areas are actually seeing very unhealthy air quality. People have been advised by the government, in fact, that if they are stepping out, please wear masks. People who are have comorbidities, they need to exercise precautions as they grow across. So really these numbers seem to be only increasing. We see a 248 at Sukhdev Vihar, 237 over here in Alaknanda, and 256 again, like I said, in sector 29 of Noida, 241 in Gulmohar Park. So, and we have shown you what actually the air quality index is earlier today, 243 in Delhi Cant. So even the Cant areas are facing severe air quality over here. Basically, Delhi has implemented, CRAP 1 measures. However, the city is still seeing that the air quality index keeps on worsening day by day, and with Diwali approaching and now firecrackers also coming into the play, we will see that this air quality in fact index will keep on increasing. Joining me on the broadcast is Kavita Ashok, environmentalist. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us. Very good morning to you. We were just looking at the numbers that are on the screen, how Delhi is battling with very poor air quality, and Diwali is just a day after. We are also seeing green crackers coming into the play. They are being allowed to be burnt between the hours of 8 to 10 p.m. and even in the early hours of morning. Winter is slowly settling in. How do you see this entire event actually unfolding?
A very happy Diwali to all the viewers, and it's an observation of mine that this year, as always, we are talking too late about air pollution. The whole year, nobody's addressing this problem. So come winter, come Diwali, and the government, the citizens, and media, everyone wants to highlight air pollution. So I understand that air pollution in Delhi is just not because of crackers. Of course, because crackers are going to be burst maybe tonight and tomorrow. But have you seen that the air pollution levels have already gone up? So there has to be extraneous and miscellaneous reasons for it. I would love to count two, three of them. Firstly, is the parali, the stubble burning, has already started in the neighboring states of Delhi, and so there's no check there happening. I've seen myself farm fires, when you come from the highway, you see a lot of farm fires already burning. So that stubble burning is not in check. Then we have construction sites, vehicular pollution, and also the topography of Delhi is such that when winter comes, the air gets trapped, and when there is pollution, there is no way of pollution going away until and unless we have extreme winds blowing. So I think because Diwali is like tonight is Choti Diwali and tomorrow is Diwali, I personally would request the citizens of Delhi NCR to do their bit, show some civic sense and responsibility and work hand in hand with the government. Because if green crackers have been put into motion and the conventional crackers have been ruled out this year for Diwali, let's abide by the rules.
Ma'am, also how are you seeing these GRAP 1 measures? Actually, they have been implemented. However, we are not seeing any improvement in the entire air quality index. Do you think that these measures actually need to be ramped up and we need to start implementing, like you said earlier, before this air quality actually starts, deteriorating?
Absolutely. We've heard of one stitch in time saves nine. So I think we should start earlier. Firstly, we need to monitor air pollution levels throughout the year. It's not just that during winter come and then everyone rushes to the hospital with lungs and, children falling sick, grandparents not allowed to go for a walk. That makes life of Delhi NCR people hell, and we just feel so claustrophobic. It's like living in a gas chamber. So I feel that we should start early, and at least by after August, after the rains are over, let's address air pollution problem and take these measures. See, now we are talking of artificial rain, we are talking of showers and guns, but I don't think that's going to help a lot, because all these years this has been happening in a very recurrent manner. Even these measures have become old and obsolete. We need active participation from the people and better, stricter policies from the government side to curb air pollution problem once and for all.
Ma'am, also there have been talks of cloud seeding by the Delhi government. Do you
Yes.
think something like this could also work going forward for Delhi, for a city like Delhi?
Yeah, it does. See, artificial rain, cloud seeding does work, but I think that is like the last, the extreme measure when all we raise our hands and even the government feels like, they need to do something. So that's, I think, the last resort. It helps, of course it helps. Because when it rains, the dust particles settle down and you get a temporary relief. But what about the eternal problem of stubble burning? Who's going to address that? So my major concern is, let's get to the root of the problem.
Right. And how do you think the government will address, because like you've already mentioned, the stubble burning has already started and it's not even the onset yet, and
Yes.
yet we are seeing a large number of such farm fires actually occurring in the Delhi NCR region. So how should the government actually look at it going forward?
See, this needs political compatibility between the states, I guess. So we need to figure out. Earlier, everyone had this excuse that the governments are different in different states, but now even the government is same in all the states. Now, where are we lagging behind? So there needs to be a serious sit down and policy implementation between the center and other states amongst themselves. Let there be no rivalry. There should be no ego issue. There should be no excuses, because the lives of people of all the states become hell. I breathe the same air that you breathe.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kavita Ashok, for
Thank
joining
you.
us on this broadcast and giving us all those valuable insights.